because you enlighten us always. But a few might let you, some individuals might let you down. You know, it's not right. Yeah, thanks. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, as you very well know, we've been having insecurity issues in Marsabit. As a matter of fact, for the almost 3 years now, rather 2 years now, and we have been reporting these matters. We have lost many lives. We have lost a lot of property. Only last week, you recall, over 1,000 herds of cattle were driven away by criminals, and criminals for that matter. Our police encountered them, and they were overpowered by those criminals. We brought this to the attention of the internal security docket. We appealed for support. We lost so many lives, close to 50, on different occasions. We even lost 3 police reservists, and police firearms were taken away in 2019. We did not have serious intervention as witnessed yesterday. When last week criminals overpowered police, we did not see so much activity from our police. When we appealed, some animals were driven away in broad daylight, and they overpowered the locals and even the police. We requested our security agencies to do what they did in July last year, when some camels were driven away from a place called Gas. So they surrounded up innocent people from the community which was offending until they produced the camels. And it worked. And we appealed to the security agencies to do the same in this particular case, but they did not. Then when one fellow is seen in a government vehicle, county government vehicle for that matter, it is splashed all over and made to appear like county government is condoning this kind of activity, is supporting this kind of activity. Give me a break. We cannot allow that kind of thing. Why smears? And all this other time we've been asking you to do what is required to be done, you ignore. And I know there are people who deliberately want to undermine Marsabit County. We have senior government officials, come politicians, who misuse our security agencies. Our security agencies must say no to that kind of thing. No. As a matter of fact, we don't know what happened. The gentleman who carried that criminal was on a mission to repair boreholes which were broken down in 4 centers: Badanarero, Bori, Elebor, and Manyatanyoka. They wanted to make it appear like the county is siding on one side. These boreholes are on either side, and they have done it. Up to now, we've not spoken to that driver. We've not spoken to that technician. We don't know under what circumstances they carried that armed fellow. Possibly just a lift because the place is vast and dry, and they thought this guy just needed help, and they didn't notice what happened. We don't know. Possibly is it a trap? Some people who planted? I don't know. That is for the investigators to tell us. But for our NTV crew, and I don't want to condemn the whole station, the individual who reported. And there's one person who has that kind of a habit, who is being used, I will say. And we will have a discussion with that media, the management. There is one particular individual spoiling their name. And if they don't look at that, then I think we will have some recourse, of course, available to us. And it's sensationally reported. An arms catch. You know, how many guns, how many what by county. And it's just one old firearm. Fortunately, because of this technology of WhatsApp, immediately we saw. And the recording by the booking by the police at the station, we saw immediately. When those criminals in their hundreds overpowered our police, we didn't have as much intervention from Nairobi. I'm sorry, my dear, from Nairobi. But because there are forces within government, and I want to go on record today, senior government official, come politician, undermining us. I have appealed to the president before and even today. I want to appeal to him. It has reached now a level where we need his personal intervention. Otherwise, it will look like our security apparatus will apply the law selectively. Why, when animals from one group are taken by criminals, everybody is surrounded up and they return, and when criminals from another group, that group now harasses our police, no action, then one fellow is spotted in county government car, then it becomes like hell has broken loose and the county is behind. What county? We've spent all our resources and with our partners conducting peace conferences, workshops, appealing to the government agencies. It is not the first time government vehicles have been found with outlawed or criminal things. Police vehicles have been impounded with bang every now and then. It has not been reported that Interior Ministry is in charge of bringing bang to the country. It is the individual who should take responsibility. So my appeal to our security agencies, they must do thorough investigation. They must remain professional. They must not be misused. And our media, I appeal to you, men and women of the media, please, you are able to destroy and you are able to construct. Please, be on the right side of the history. Be responsible. Let us have responsible journalism. I thank you.
Governor, this incident comes a week after the Parliamentary Committee of National Security, chaired by Koinange, invited the CS for Interior and Coordination, Dr. Fred Mateng, whereby they gave you a 30-day ultimatum, the Marsabit leadership, to resolve these issues. How far are you?
You know, it's not good to pass the buck. As a matter of fact, we have petitioned Interior for so long, and I have given a lot of information. They don't rely on it. They don't support us. So all of a sudden, they pick selected cases and then make it, use it conveniently. What happens to all these other pleas that we've been making all along? And that committee, I appeared before them, and I gave them facts as they are. There are some things I cannot tell you here, ladies and gentlemen, which I have been able to tell our minister who is in charge of security docket. There is a deliberate effort to cause disharmony in the county. It's been calculated and it has been on for all this time to make it difficult for us. To make it difficult for us. Yes. Thank you very much. Kiswahili.
Msimamo wenu kama viongozi wa eneo hili la Marsabit kuhusiana na jambo hili la utovu wa usalama ni gani?
Tunaomba, I continuously appeal to our people from whichever corner of the county. I will come to that. I want to say it in English also. Our people to ignore the malicious statement, to the fabricated story, but let us embrace peace and harmony. We will continue facilitating our communities to come together. We will spearhead peace missions in collaboration with government efforts to ensure that the area remains peaceful. And our people must embrace forgiveness, and we move forward. But if every other time revenge after revenge, this circle will continue. Kwa Kiswahili vile umesema, ni jambo la kuhuzunisha vile ripoti jana taifa ilikuwa inapewa na mwanahabari mmoja wa Nation, na hiyo habari pia ilitegemewa na idara zingine tofauti tofauti, ujumbe ya kupotosha. Vile mnavyojua, hali ya usalama katika county ilikuwa inadorora, na tulikuwa tunaongea na wizara hiyo inayohusika pamoja na washikadau wengine, na kama county tulikuwa tukitumia rasilimali kuleta jamii yetu pamoja. Sasa kwa bahati mbaya, na mimi sijui ilikuwa namna gani, driver mmoja yetu ambaye alikuwa anaenda kurekebisha boreholes ambazo zimeharibika sehemu 4, mali inaitwa Bori, Badanarero, Elebor na Kambi Nyoka, in both Northor and Moyale constituencies, alipatikana na passenger amebeba akirudi baada ya kumaliza kazi hiyo, ambaye alikuwa anabeba silaha. Mimi sijui ilikuwa ni namna gani alipatikana na hiyo kitu. Sijui kama amepeana yeye lift ama sijui kama ni kisa kingine, tunataka kujua. Hatujui ni namna gani. Lakini kama county sisi tunasema hiyo ni maneno tofauti. Wale walibeba ndio watatueleza ilikuwa ni namna gani, na sisi tunategemea uchunguzi wa idara ya CID. Watueleze kinaga ubaga imekuwa namna gani, na wasiegemee pande yoyote. Vile unajua na sote tunaelewa, kuna wafanyikazi wa serikali wengine kuu ambao pia ni wanasiasa ama wanania ya kufanya siasa. Wamekuwa wanasiasa na bado wanataka kufanya siasa. Wasitumiwe vibaya, kwa sababu inaonekana wakati mwingine wanafanya kazi, wakati mwingine hawafanyi vile inastahili. No application of the law selectively. Kenyans must be treated equally. I think for now it is enough to say that.